Hey, hello, and welcome to High Noon Shadowhawk Talks. We'll be doing another CG comic, indie comic review today. Have a little chat and a little fun, hopefully. Let's see if we have any guests coming in here in a minute. Uh, got some cool stuff this week from some of our indie creators. Eric and Boyd sent me a lovely hand done promotional card for Mr. Monk, which is in the thumbnail for today, so you guys can take a look at that. I will probably show it again a little later during the show. But we're just getting rolling here. It's been kind of a rough morning. I woke up with a headache today, so if not my normal jovial self, give me a minute or two. Here we go. Somebody's in the back. Let's see who we got. And here's my good buddy and co-host on the 4 o'clock shadow, Rex Christian. What's happening, Rex?
That would be me, yeah. I just said I'm going to sit back on the Rex Hex and Apex show and see if we go over, and I just popped out. It's like, okay, you said we're going to go an hour. I'm out of here, I got places to be.
There you go.
Because they'll obfuscate for another 30 freaking minutes,
You know Hexman, he's good at procrastination.
I know.
And Apex just loves to talk, so I understand that. I mean, you get me going, I'm hard to shut up.
Well, I mean, streaming is addictive. It can be addictive. You have to control it, right?
Yeah, I'm telling you, dude, I was going through some serious withdrawals last month with all the restream crap.
Sounds like and you'll probably be going through a withdrawal today, but it sounds like you got a headache.
Yeah, I woke up with a little bit of a headache this morning. It's been a rough morning. I thought about canceling the show, but I was like, nope, the show must go on. So I'm gonna suck it up.
You did miss one. You did miss 1 week since you've started.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
but
I'm keeping score.
All right, you keep track.
But now this is your 5th review, right?
So this will be number 5.
Number 5, yeah, the 5th book.
Yes, yeah, we've only got 500 more to go or so. So
yeah.
We got somebody in the back.
By then, you may have 500 more, depending on how you back.
You never know. That's right.
I
just backed another one this morning.
You backed another one this morning. That's what I was going to say. Yeah. Hell's
how you doing?
By Sim. Hey, how's it?
Yes. Hey. Simming Slayer, Simon Poitier.
I can tell you're in the garage.
Our good friend from up north in the land of Canada, soon to be our 51st state.
I'm glad it warmed up, Elsie.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, you ain't kidding, bro. It was freaking cold out here this last couple weeks.
Is it above freezing there, Elsie? Is it going to stay above freezing?
Yeah, it's above freezing.
Yeah.
And I think it is. It's not, how cold it gets tonight. I don't know.
Yeah. Last I heard, we were supposed to warm up a little bit for the upcoming week. So get up to the mid 30s, low 40s. So that'll be nice.
I want to grow my own food, but I can't find bacon seeds.
Yeah, they're hard to find, man.
Yeah, they are. Hamburgers are harder.
Yeah, you ain't kidding. I got me a nice little meatloaf plant, though. It's pretty cool.
Ooh, meatloaf.
Meatloaf. We'll have to admit, we do like flowers, yes.
Yeah, another one with flowers.
I tried to do, which is difficult when you don't have oil in the house. I've got some spray on oil, but it wasn't enough. Do some potato cakes.
Potato cakes, love them.
Mm-hmm. If you're in a real pinch, Rex, you could use a little hydraulic oil.
No.
It's nice and thin, and it doesn't burn very easily.
Uh-huh.
Gives you that extra flavor. Just don't get it in your eyes. It's not good for your eyes.
It's okay for your stomach. not your eyes, right?
Well, I mean, that's what they say. I don't
We
know who
don't
they
have
are.
we don't have acid in our eyes, do we?
That's right.
Can you? Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah.
gonna wait. I'm gonna wait.
What are you so anxious for? I
I
mean,
was gonna ask you if I'm not anxious for anything. I was going to show you a Dan Jurgens Batman, but I'll just wait till the 4 o'clock shadow to do it. I told Dan Jurgens he did one issue with Killer Croc up against Batman, and I said, "Love your Superman stuff," because he got on that Superman stuff fairly. But I said you should do some more Batman. You're a great Batman artist, and this is a Batman piece I haven't seen before. So
well,
he
bring
does
it
a
up.
good.
I'll copy.
He does a good
Bring it up.
Batman.
Bring it
No,
back.
you wait till the 4 o'clock shadow. It's no big rush.
Oh, I
I
see
know.
how you are. All right.
I know
Well, that's
you're
it.
on your
Show's over,
phone.
folks. Hope everybody had a good day.
We got a book review to do. We got a book review.
Oh, we did until you ruined the show just now. Now I'm done. I got a headache, and you're being a pain in my ass. God dang it! No, just teasing. Yes,
What
we will
else
be
is new?
reviewing the book in just a moment. Yeah, what else is new? You're right. Anyway, I'm trying to get myself ready for this review here.
Yeah, probably just
Very
got
cool.
up, man.
No, I've been up for a while. I've just been fighting this headache. It's finally going away.
He's got a headache. He almost canceled it, which
Yeah.
I'm glad he didn't.
No
Nah,
headache,
I didn't.
man.
I was doing
Yeah,
another
it
show,
wasn't
but
a-
they said we're only going to go an hour. So when that hour mark hit, I just went out and came over here.
Yeah.
It's like you say we're going to go
It
an
was
hour,
just kind
let's
of
go
an
an hour and
annoying one.
shut it down.
Yeah, it's just kind of one of those little nagging headaches today. Now, if I got a migraine this morning, we'd be done. There would be no show today.
I divorced my
I
two
would still
nagging
be in
headaches.
bed.
I can help you out, man. If you can get
Is
over
it that easy? Damn.
Yeah. Works
I
for
wish
me.
somebody would
It
tell
works for me.
Somebody would have told me 35 years ago. God, no.
35 years ago.
Yeah.
Try to set this thing up so I don't gotta hold it.
Oh, there you go.
You on your phone, I guess, or are you on a
No.
laptop? You're on
Hey,
the
old
chat.
Timothy Olsen.
Hey,
Senior
Timothy.
Citizens Comic
Hey,
Book
Bill.
Power Hour. Okay, Tim. Thank you, buddy. Can we go ahead and kick him? Hey, Billy Power Max in the house. Hey,
Yeah.
Billy.
Come on. Who's he calling old?
Yeah, who you calling old, mister?
Young
Man,
buck.
Speaking of go-go girls in trouble, hey, there's Apex Comics.
Hey,
Apex.
everybody. Yes.
What's up?
Hey, leg kick.
Hey, Apex.
Just had the Rex Hex and Apex show months ago, so coming on the Shadow show. Everyone's coming on from my channel to your channel, so I said everyone show up at Shadow.
It's an Apex rush.
Apex Rush.
Sorry about that, Apex. I didn't mean to steal your entire audience.
No, we're gonna have an
It's
hour
his
show
fault.
anyway. That's fine. That's
Yeah.
perfect.
Well, you guys say it's an hour, but it's usually a little longer.
2 hours, I know. Normally it would be 2 hours, so yeah.
I got you. Hey, we got Late
We
Kick
let it
1,
go
Halo
long
6,
as you
and
want.
Fist Pop.
Kick.
Halo Fist Pop.
Well,
Fist pop,
it's kind of
yeah.
been like the 4 o'clock shadow. There's no been any set time. We went probably the lengthiest we went's maybe been about 3 hours, which was an anomaly, a very good guess, but
Yeah.
mostly about 2 hours, but sometimes less than that. We've never really had
Yeah,
set
I
time
think you
on.
guys. Yeah, you guys usually, I think, end up around an hour and a half or something like that. So,
Yeah.
But unfortunately,
And that's
I had to
only
pick a
because
thing.
Apex has to go eat at Golden Corral or something like that. He gets
haven't
a little.
been there.
Hey, I don't blame him. He's getting that senior citizen discount over there, man.
Oh,
There
throw
you
it
go.
down.
I do.
I do.
Over 60.
He
Like her.
ain't shy. Look, I'll be going over there and getting it myself soon.
That's good.
Tell them,
That kick
Shadow,
one,
they'll let you
hell,
have it.
hello.
What's
They
that?
probably wouldn't even card you. They wouldn't even card you.
I've gotten it a time or two due to the white
What
hair,
was
I
that?
guess, years ago, and I didn't even ask for it. It's like, oh, senior citizen discount. Okay. Who am I to
Yeah.
disagree?
If they want to throw it at me, I'll take it. I ain't gonna tell them different.
I'll take any discount, man. You can call it
Absolutely.
whatever you want.
I'll be
Are you a
62.
senior citizen, sir? Yes, I am. Maybe.
Yes,
I know.
a younger one, but yes, I am a senior
Actually,
citizen.
my dad was a senior, but I was a junior.
Exactly. It's,
Junior, yeah.
but
Apex,
technically, I'm a
it's
senior
hard to
because I
hear you,
have
bro.
I
Huh?
have a junior boy. What's that?
Couldn't hardly hear Apex.
Oh, can you hear me?
Well,
I
that
can hear you
happens
a
when
little
you
bit.
talk over each other.
Well,
Imagine
I
that.
didn't know he was talking. I'm sorry. I wasn't trying
Oh,
to be rude.
it's fine. No, I barely said something.
Uh,
I
I'm
barely
just saying.
spoke. Where's my
He
discount?
might
Says
be
Tim
on.
Olson. Where's my
Hell,
discount? I want my discount. I'll be turning 62 this year. I get to go to the movies for a lower price. Like 62 and older.
oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Anything will help the movies nowadays. Frick, you can't even get in the door for under $20.
Isn't that
No
crazy?
doubt. Don't try to get anything to eat.
Yeah, oh, I don't even think about buying some
Except-
popcorn, dude. You got to mortgage your house.
The only place I would eat and watch a movie would be Alamo Draft House. That's the only place I would do that.
What's it called?
Alamo Draft House. It's a theater. It's a chain of theaters across the United States. They started in, I don't know if they started in Austin, Texas, or no. I think they started up in the Northeast. But if all
I know
down in Texas.
Is that like with the nice seats and they serve you
Yeah.
food and drink?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
Alamo
Yeah, we
Draft House is
got something
great.
like that up here, but I don't think it's called Alamo Draft. I'm not sure. It's in
Yeah.
Chicago, though, right outside Chicago.
It's my favorite movie
So
place.
I don't go out that way if I don't have
I
to.
don't blame you. I don't want to get shot today.
I prefer not to put
Instead
on
of
the
Chicago.
bulletproof tatas before I leave the house.
Yes, you got to make sure you wear your bulletproof gold bra like Fembat.
I got
Keep yourself
do my
alive.
cosplay of Fembat before I walk
Yeah.
out the door.
You're seeing some Fembat sightings too after this year's over.
Awesome.
That'd be crazy.
Fembat sighted outside Chicago.
Yeah, Fembat at a convention. Fembat at another convention. I'm not telling these people to dress up as her. Come on. They just show up.
Hey, Quantum Age, Mr. Hexon in the
Quantum
house.
Age.
Come on in if you want to, Hex.
Yes.
The link is at the top there. If not, I will send you one, my friend.
Yeah.
But if you want to pop in, pop in. We'll give Hex a minute to see what he wants to do, and then
That's cool.
right around 12:15, we'll get into this comic book review from Mr. Tim Tyler and Shadow Planet Comics.
How many
Um,
crowdfunders has Tim Tyler done? He's done like several. I see
Dude,
some
he's done a
articles.
bunch, man. He's in so much stuff that I don't even like realize it until I pick it out of the box, and I'm like, oh, here's Tim again.
I bet he has like over
But-
50 titles that he's done over the years. You think
Right.
so?
So this one here, maybe, yeah. I couldn't say for sure, but I know it's been quite a few. But this one is Age of End comic number 1. It's got the Age of End story, and then a backup with Bolt Action, the other comic that Tim had done a couple of years back. I backed that one as well. Seems like no matter what this guy does, I end up backing him somehow or another, even if I don't realize it's him at the time. It's like, oh shit, there's another one. Yeah.
It must be pretty good
But,
books if you're ordering them. They must be. Has some
yeah,
good
yeah,
writing.
and
Yeah.
I mean the prices are low. It's not your typical 25, 35 for Indiegogo or whatever. It's a little lower than that.
So what,
nice-
floppy
nice,
size. 20
Yeah,
pages?
this one in particular is nice black and white, very detailed artwork on the inside. Some of it may be a little too detailed for us to like really make out over the phone today, but
Oh, okay.
I do suggest if you get a chance, go check out Tim and get a copy of this if you can. It's a pretty cool book, man. It's got some great art in it.
Nice. Nice.
All right, looks like Hex is not coming in because I don't see him coming into the back room yet. We'll give him one more minute and we'll start this comic book review. So I'll let y'all take a look. I gotta change things up. Hold on.
What'd you say, Elsie?
Okay, I was just wondering if you're still here, buddy.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
This
just
is,
being quiet for once. It's amazing. So here's here's our cover of Age of End. Let's take a look at that for a
okay.
moment before we get started. So the cover's nicely colored. I love this You did the aged thing on the back of the book again, Rex?
High
I
school.
mean, majorly aged and
Look at that,
Oh,
dude. He's got
yes.
coffee
That's
stains
a
on it.
coffee
And
table.
somebody got killed in the room around this thing or something.
He did. There's a blood stain on there too. Wow.
Look at a nice hunk of brain there. Wow, that's all
It
right.
was a murder scene. So, my gosh.
Somebody call the police.
Yeah.
This guy here,
1974.
pretty cool, man. Look at that guy.
I like that.
I
I
don't know.
like the black and white, the little highlights of that costume. It's cool.
Yeah, yeah. I like the whole layout of this cover, just the way it's put together. And
Did
again,
Tim
you
draw
see
it? Or who the
you
artist
know what?
is?
That's
Let's
him.
get in.
Yeah,
Let's get in here.
that's
I
the-
believe on this one, I think Tim did everything.
That's everything. Yeah, he did everything on.
Yeah, he did the
He
writing, the
probably did the
drawing,
lettering. I don't
the-
know.
I wouldn't be
Um,
surprised.
Yeah, looks like he probably did the lettering too, because it's Tim Tyler, all rights reserved. I don't see any other names listed.
I'm
Oh,
forgetting
amazing.
the actual title, but I bought one of his '90s comics over there in Jackson, Tennessee, when I and Elsie went to Comic Universe. That's been in business over 30 years. It's old school. Hey, Scarlet Fever. It's good
Scarlet
to see you.
Fever.
Hey,
Ew.
Scarlet Fever. Good to see
Hail
you.
the chat.
Yeah.
And yes, hail the chat. Good to see everybody. Thank you all for coming.
Have you read this yet, Shadow? I guess you are.
Yeah,
You're reviewing it.
Yeah, well, yeah, I hope I read it. I read it once last night, and then I reread it again this morning while battling my headache. So
Hmm.
I am fairly familiar with the story.
What's the
Um,
page count on this thing? Is it a
Uh,
floppy?
it's- It's a floppy. It's probably about 22, 24, something like that.
That shading and all that reminds me a bit of Joe Vigil.
Looks sort of like gray
Details.
toning going on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got, look at the trees in the background and stuff here. The
Yeah,
gray
light
toning on that is really nice.
Is there distressing in the artwork, or is it just on the cover?
No, just on the covers, they look distressed. Like you'll notice on the front there too. There's like some spotching.
Because he's got another book that's on issue 3, and it's got distressing on it as well. So that's
Yeah, I'm
kinda-
trying to remember. We just looked through that one not long ago, I think.
Shadow, you need to take better care of your comics, man.
I know, and you know, I got this coffee addiction, and I keep spilling. It's
Yeah.
Shaking a
It's-
lot. I don't know.
it's not good. Yeah, it's all the caffeine. You know, you get like 9 cups of coffee in you.
So much
Nah.
$400 comic book.
Oh, can everybody see this? Okay.
Yeah. Shaky. We had a murder scene there with the back cover.
All righty. So
You ain't
Let
got
me
your
read
new
it.
tripod yet, huh?
That's good.
no, I
man.
haven't yet, man.
Not, man.
It's been so cold, dude. I don't want to even leave the damn house to go anywhere.
Hey, I
you
don't
know?
blame you, brother. I don't blame you.
I've been going straight to work and coming straight home and locking myself in the heat, man. And fuck all this shit.
I hear ya.
I'm getting too old to enjoy the cold anymore. It sucks. Anyway, so in the very near future, we have a kind of an apocalyptic world. The earth is dying, and those that are left behind now have 2 options: give up and die, or endure to the end. This is the final great tale, the final story of a few gifted men and women surviving the cosmic end times and standing against all odds in a world gone mad. This is 6 months until the age of end. So we open our scene.
It reminds me of the old Curtis Marvel magazines or Warren magazines that were sound
Mhm.
like a red paging Hulk or something. They black and white with gray toning.
Yeah.
Great stuff.
And
Great stuff.
beautiful,
Yeah,
beautifully detailed work here. You got a
Kind of like
ramshackle.
the graphite wash you use all the time, Elsie.
Mhm. You look down close in there, you see these little robot kind of dog things.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like what they're talking about having the cops use nowadays.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh,
And we see them conducting a search of the old farmhouse.
Wow.
Pack 17 transmitting daily report. Okay, I'm not doing that for the whole thing. They,
Sounds good,
they've,
man.
I like it.
they've tracked something to the lower level. They can't confirm or lock on to anything, so they believe
Conclusion.
you.
Conclusion.
That scared me. I thought I pissed myself.
And exterminate. Um,
Yeah.
so they're searching the ground. They can't find anything. The one robot reports back in. Maybe we should come back with a ground penetrating radar crew at another point. It's probably an underground animal or something. The control, whoever their headquarters is, tells them, all right, wrap it up for now. We'll call it clear and you can get out of there. So these guys were obviously looking for someone. Now, here's kind of what I'm talking about. This is really beautiful, detailed work here, but it's really kind of hard to make out what's going on. Once the robot wolf pack takes off, this emerges from underground.
This looks like it's printed on newsprint. Is it printed on newsprint?
I think it's a little higher quality than newsprint, but I really do appreciate the black and white art and also the matte finish. Look at that. We're getting no
Yeah.
glare whatsoever today. There is no glare
It might be
anywhere.
like the Alterna books, which are still matte. The old
Still
gold.
newsprint, but yeah, just a little bit
Yeah.
better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like newsprint, but it's like wider than what the newsprint was in the 80s, which was kind of parchment color.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was almost like that kind of manila looking,
Yeah.
that little bit of a yellowish to it. But anyway, so this guy pops up after evading the wolf pack. His little secret underground dome there pops up. He fires up his computer, and this turns out to be Adam, the guy that you saw on the cover there that was shown in black and white. Apparently, he's like an AI computer system or something like that. He's teaching this guy all about like what has gone on in the past and what he can expect.
Like an
before the end of the-
electronic recording device.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. So
A club.
he fires up Adam and says, "Show me some history." So Adam takes him back to what I'm sure you guys will recognize as the classic battle once we get through it.
He kind of looks like the Spectre, doesn't he?
He does.
Yeah.
I like the hood.
Yeah, a little bit. So we come upon the Valley of Elah, 11th century BC. And there's a giant barbarian horde coming over the hills. They see the army that they're supposedly coming to fight, and this big leader dude here with the crazy jacked up face. Hold on. Focus.
Yeah.
Focus.
He looks
There
like
it
he's got a whiskey nose.
Yeah. He's got a very high collar as well. Looks like he should have like a little bubble helmet. But
Yeah.
The
big
nose
old
looks like
shield.
W.C. Fields. He had
I
the
mean,
big bulbous
dude is huge
Carl
though.
Malden
So,
like
I
nose.
mean,
There's a giant armored guy.
so here's the opposing army, and it's the king of Israel at the time. These people are trying to invade Israel. So the king is looking on as he's being shit talked. The big guy says, "Just send out one of your bravest warriors. If he can defeat me, you guys can go your own way. We'll never bother you again. If I win, then we're going to enslave you all, and we're going to do horrible things to your women and children. How do you like that?"
Where's my pop?
Yeah, the king doesn't like it very well at all. And then suddenly, a young upstart is next to him and says, "Hey, king, let me go take care of this asshole for you." The king is like, "What? You're a kid, man. What the fuck are you doing on my battlefield? You're supposed to be back at home taking care of the women." And the kid is like, "Hey, I'm no normal kid, man. I'm a shepherd. I've been taking care of a flock my entire life since I was a little kid. I killed a wolf. I killed a lion. I brought them both, the furs and the heads, home for my king. Let me do the same thing for this dog, this Philistine, this disrespectful piece of shit. Let me take care of this." And the king says, "And how do you think you're going to do that, boy? With your bare hands?" And what does the kid say? Yeah.
Yes.
So I think we'll recognize that our young lad If you know your biblical history, turns out his name might be David.
Yo. Oh,
David.
David,
Yeah.
that's right.
And oh, look at there. He happens to have a sling in his hand. Starts winging it around and getting ready to go. The big
Wow,
guy's still,
this took a turn.
yes, the big guy's still steady talking trash. I have no respect for your God, Israel. And wham! The stone hits him right between the freaking eyes.
Like the nose ring.
Nice.
Yeah, but it'll make a nice decoration for his funeral. Then the kid, as the big guy collapses onto his knee, takes his giant freaking sword and uses it to take old boy's head right off.
Nice.
Of course, the crowds are freaking out. They're like, what in the hell? This is impossible. He's holding on to the big guy's head. Like, yeah, check me out. Oh, by the way,
I'm gonna get that gold ring and have me some money.
there you go. And by the way, the lad's name is David.
Yeah.
I thought that was a very cool introduction to the Age of End.
Looks good.
And then we have a little backup story featuring the Bolt Action crew. And it's called There Were Giants in the Earth, Chapter 1. So again, we start off with these robot guys that are apparently...
Can I make an
tracking-
observation? Look at that
Yep.
page. The artwork goes all the way to the edge.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's no gutter to... Yeah,
No
everything... Yeah,
That's kind of
at least on this splash page it does. Yeah,
At
because
least on
you
the
do have,
splash page.
gutters. Right, yeah. Well, that's very cool. And it's also got a bunch of, like, if you look, there's details to the story here. Millions missing, aliens, world looks to blah, blah, blah. All kinds of little clues to what's going on in the story. Martial law. So in this world, if you're not registered with the government, then you're a scavenger. And these
We're all
packs of
registered.
robots... Right. But these packs of robots are constantly scanning and looking for scavengers and people that have not been branded. They have not taken a number. Interesting,
Yeah.
So we come across our girl from Bolt Action. She's out doing some
Coming out of the
scavenging. Oh, she got a flashlight. She's just holding it in her mouth because her hands are full.
Yeah.
Oh.
She finds some aspirin, she finds some other stuff. Solar death. What in the world? I mean, all these headlines are horrible. I don't know what's going on, but bad things are happening. So she throws it into her pack, and you can see she's got a bunch of other medicinal items and different things that are going to come in handy in the apocalypse.
Vag cream,
That's
cut
Stuff.
Water.
little yeast infection medication.
Yeah.
And then she happens to look down and she sees another headline. The answer? Janice Graves. That's who. What does this all mean? We don't know. But apparently it has something to do with the larger story going on. She looks at the paper. Apparently does really not like seeing that headline. Smashes it all up. And then has a moment to herself for whatever reason.
I think we got an anti somebody.
When suddenly, a whole damn wall of the house breaks in.
Oh my
And one of the
God.
Wolfpack robots shows up. Says, I'm locked on. We found a scavenger, and we don't think she's registered. Oh, there she is. Being
Exterminate.
surprised. Right, so headquarters calls back. Okay, either capture or exterminate. One or the other, so you're correct, right? So in the meantime, she's freaking out. Like, oh shit, gotta get out of here. She tries taking off. But you can hear the radio traffic with the robots. And the head robot, I was telling the guy, hey, don't go in there with any heavy units because that building is old. And last time we were there, it was in danger of collapse already. And the Wolfpack robot guy that's in charge of the hunters is like, shit, I've already got 4 heavy units up on the 4th floor. So we got bad things set up to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Girl keeps running. She's avoiding them so far. She turns the corner. And she can hear them. You know, they're talking. They said, we're locked on. We're getting ready to launch a shock bolt to take this girl out. And right as they get ready to fire the shock bolt, bam! The entire 4th floor collapses. Everything falls through. She manages to grasp out at the last second and catch the edge. She's dangling there while all of the robots fall to their doom. Now we cut back out to the outside scene. And the robots talking to each other like, damn it, we just lost 4 robots. I told them not to have them in that building. Blah, blah, blah. I want them recovered. Get in there and find them. And if you find that scavenger, exterminate it. So she's trying to get away and make her way silently out of the building. When suddenly she hears a noise behind her, turns around, and bam. Now, here's one of the light units. It's not one of the dog pack. It's a more man-like soldier, and it's got a big old sword. And at that point, next,
It ends.
shocking up
Wow.
to be continued.
So I wonder
Which
how.
is the way a good book should end, right on a nice cliffhanger like that.
Yeah,
Wait,
but I mean, if it takes
Well,
3
inside out.
years to come out with the next issue, and I'm exaggerating, of course, it's like, how can you hold that suspense? You know, that's the thing about the crowdfunding, right? It's
Yeah.
Well, I mean, and that's kind of the trouble with crowdfunding, right? I mean, if it takes you 2 years to get a book out, then, people may forget what the story was
Yeah.
Have
after
to
all
go
that
back
time.
and reread.
Yeah, but at
especially
the
if you
same
have
time,
multiple.
that's what I enjoy about it because, like, I'll end up going back and rereading Blood Honey and Rush Planet before I read the third Cyber Frog, just to refresh the story in my mind, have it nice and tight when I read the new one.
All right, Hawkster. So what did you conclude about this issue? What is your review?
I'll give it a solid 8 out of 10. I enjoyed it. I really liked the paper they did. The line work is great. Black and white, which I'm never going to complain about. There were a couple of scenes where I think the panels were a little small and crowded. It was kind of hard to, you really had to look at it for a few minutes to kind of figure out what the scene was showing you. But there was only like 1 or 2 panels that were like that. So yeah, I give it a solid 8 out of 10. It's a decent little book, man. I had a fun read.
That's all.
Any observations, Rex? Anything you'd like to throw in there? Do you agree, disagree? Oh, give it to me.
Well, I mean, you said there were a couple panels that were what, confusing?
Yeah, they're just a little. It just took a minute to. I mean, you really had to look at them close, to try to kind of decipher what was going on in the panel. Like that first one I showed you, where his vehicle or whatever the dude is in comes up out of the ground after the wolf pack leaves. You really got to kind of look at that panel for a couple of minutes to.
Well, I mean, it's all new to you, right? You don't really know the world, you don't know the tech, so it can be a little bit
Right,
confusing trying to,
that too. But I'm just saying that that particular panel may have been easier to read if it was enlarged a little bit. Like instead of being only a third of a page, it was like a half a page. I mean, little things like that. But I really enjoyed the paper quality, the black and white artwork. No reflections. No.
Easy read though.
No glare. Yeah, easy read. Interesting story. You kind of get thrown in right in the middle, but at the same time, it draws you in quickly. So that's good. You're not just sitting there wondering for the whole 8 or 10 pages what the fuck is going on. You get the idea fairly quickly. So yeah, I think it was a pretty good read, and I
And
enjoyed it.
what issue number was that?
That was issue #1 of Age of End.
Number
then it had a
one.
backup.
Okay. And
Had a
apparently there'll
backup
be a
story
number
with
2.
full text. Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said with Tim, he's one of those guys. He just keeps popping up, and every time he pops up, I end up backing him, and then I forget about him for a while, and then he'll pop up with something else.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I've enjoyed his stuff so far. I think he's done. Didn't he do some work with Silverline too?
He might have.
Mhm.
I'm not sure about his history. But he's been doing this for quite a while.
I
He
want to
does this-
say he has. Yeah.
Well, he's
Yeah,
flown
apparently.
under the radar for a long time, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how long he's been doing comics, but I mean, he's got a ton of projects. that he's
At
been
least
involved
since the late 90s, because I've got one of his late 90s books.
in. Okay, yeah, so there you go. But yeah, I like Tim's stuff. I'm probably end up whatever he comes out with next. I'll end up backing it again, and then realize 5 minutes later, oh hey, it's Tim again.
He's all over the place.
This guy's everywhere.
Yeah. He has to do this
Sorry.
full time. I'll take it. So many campaigns.
But so what'd you guys think? Did you LV Apex? You enjoyed
That
the
looks
artwork?
really good.
Yeah,
I liked it.
I thought it was pretty nice.
It was really nice.
Of course, I'm a little bit biased with the black and white art because I really enjoyed that stuff.
Like
Well,
I said,
I'll say this, that I feel like a book like that is, more old school. It doesn't seem precious, especially when you look at the distress cover. It seems very comfortable and accessible. Whereas I think a lot of these crowdfunders are square bound. They may be a little larger, but it's like the prestige formats, and it's like I like a book that I can put in my hands and not necessarily abuse, but flip through and not feel like it's something semi-precious.
Right? Yeah, I got.
Right.
I got.
Like it cost me $1 billion to have in my hands and read. I like the
Yeah,
the
like
deeper,
not like
more
you
you-
go. I want a fingerprint on it.
Yeah.
yeah, the
Yeah,
more
no, it
accessible
definitely has.
Right.
what's the word, utilitarian?
Utilitarian.
I guess.
Usable.
Yeah. More of a like. I don't know. It gives you kind of that feeling like when you were a kid, where before comics became this like precious metals. It was just
I,
it was
I
entertainment.
equate it to the
You roll
difference
them up and
between
stick them in your back pocket and jump on your bike, take it with you.
I
you
would
know?
rather
Yeah,
be
yeah.
I would rather be a well-used piece of Tupperware than a piece of fine china that nobody uses.
Yeah, it's true.
Exactly. Yeah. And see now, that's it. And to get back into the age-old argument, that's one of the reasons I don't like slabbing books. Books are meant to be
Yeah.
read.
True.
I just hung on the wall, caged in lucite.
Yeah.
it's
Prison.
hard to fold it up and put it in your back pocket.
No. Yeah.
It's uncomfortable as hell on your bike, dude.
Well, Randy Zimmerman's got some very expensive books if they were in good shape, but he's like, let's take a look at this. Let's bend this. I don't care. And that's fine. He enjoys what he's purchased. I've always kind of looked at it as a collectible, with the money that I have into it. Now, the very first ones when I was first collecting, I didn't care because I was a kid, but I still didn't take the cover and bend it back, and that I can remember. I've just never been that abusive to, comics.
I was a little extreme with those.
I read and reread
stuck it
them
in my
so much
pocket.
they got frayed.
Yeah.
Mm.
A few of those
But
like
I did. I mean, I used to carry we'd go on road trips. My dad used to take us to Florida every year and shit like that. I would load up comics in the back of that old station wagon
Yeah.
and
It's
just
awesome.
be laying around reading them. For 14 hours on a road trip. There was soda spilled and sunlight on them the whole damn time. Yeah, they're not perfect, but I enjoyed the living hell out of them.
Mhm. Yeah,
And we
Marv
got
is a good
Mars in
staple.
the house. Hail, Mars. Good to see you, my friend. Links in the chat if you want to pop in, Marv. I haven't talked to you in a bit. If not,
He says
welcome,
black and
welcome.
white's the best. Most of the coloring is not for my taste. Just a couple of publishers do it like that. Old days before the '90s style. Yeah, the Outlaw
Yeah.
comics.
Yeah,
Plenty of
Marcel, I
those.
stopped buying comics around 98 and started again a few years ago. I was the same way. I quit right
Yeah.
before New Year's of 2000 and didn't start again until halfway through 2018.
Yeah.
So, man, that was one of the funny things I saw last night. We were talking about, was it Secret Wars, Rex, on the channel? And
Yeah.
Omer or somebody was like, yeah, that was the first big company-wide crossover. And I was like, yeah, that's why I hate it. I hated having to buy like every damn fucking comic in the line.
Yeah.
Oh, it's necessary to the
It's
story.
time to
And they'd have
Secret
like two
Wars.
panels in there that were like, oh, did you hear the Avengers are fighting?
Yeah.
Oh, Elsie
Oh,
just took a dive. Oh no,
Elsie. Oh,
Elsie, you okay?
I think it was, I think very early on we thought it was exploitive at that point,
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it's like, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I enjoyed the first Secret Wars. I thought it was kind of cool. It was a new thing. I was
Sure.
also, God, I can't remember how old I was, but I wasn't quite 20 yet, I don't think. But then by the time we got into the 90s, before the Image split, it was like every year you had another company-wide crossover where you got to buy 14
Oh
issues of
God.
shit that normally don't fucking read, and it's like I
Wait for the
hated
trade.
it.
Wait for the trade paperback to come out.
Well,
That's bad.
I get it. They're
Well,
trying.
dude, back then they didn't even do the trade paperbacks yet. You remember, Brett? I
Yeah,
mean,
they
you had
did.
no
No,
choice. You had to buy the floppies if you wanted the story.
that's true. They
I
did.
mean, we need to be thinking out of the box. How can we do things differently? And I don't see a lot of people doing that. They're going the old formulaic way. And sure, I have a checklist of things that I've not done before. And to me, that's enough innovation for right now till I get certain characters and logos and other stuff made. But then I'll be branching out into different things. And I guess with the pulp combination, pulp comic, I'm kind of breaking into new ground. You know,
Yeah, I think
uh,
that's a great idea,
Yeah.
Rex. That's
Yeah.
something that hasn't been done before.
yeah,
Um,
and I think we
but I'm
need to be
kind of
thinking out of the box and doing things differently. I see a lot
I
of
like it.
tribute and homage covers, and I don't necessarily hate those at all. But can we think out of the box? How can we do something different? A different format, a different way of, doing
okay.
things.
Well, let me. I don't want you to look too close at this because this is still work in progress. But let me show you something real quick.
Okay.
So this is kind of the plan I've got for
Oh, thumbnailed. Okay.
Yeah.
my
Let's see.
Shadowhawk story.
For your story,
So
yeah, paste it out.
yeah.
Yeah.
So what I was thinking about paneling it out as like a regular comic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you have there is
But
fine, though. It looks cool.
right. Well, but these are all going to be full pages. Every page is
Good.
going to be a full page.
Oh,
It'll
wow.
be 9-page
Ah.
comic, and then
Yeah.
each page will just have a small block of narration
And this is
Oh,
based on
per
a
page.
reoccurring
I like
nightmare or
your.
dream that you've had.
Yeah.
Yes, based on a reoccurring dream that I've had for years, and I've kind of reworked it and tooled it and turned it into a
Ooh.
story I could use for the creation of Battlehawk.
I admire your workmanship. How you outlined everything. It's like this is a good passion project for you, and it's gonna turn out
Oh,
really good.
thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to have a good, solid basis so that when I get, more than likely it's probably going to be Omer, I think, doing the interiors.
Oh, that'd be
Um,
cool. Yeah.
Not sure who I'm going to get for the cover yet. I was thinking about having
I'll be
Marv do
happy
it,
to do a
but
cover. I'll be happy to do a cover for you if you want.
cool. That'd
Ah,
be awesome,
he
dude.
turned me down.
I didn't turn anyone down. I just said I hadn't decided. And I mean,
Turn
more
me
than likely,
down.
I'll probably end up with, more than one cover anyhow, right? I mean, that's what most people do these days. Uh, but oh, hey, look at here. Hold on. Sorry to keep you waiting, sir.
Oh, who's that?
Hey, Marv.
Hey, what's up,
Marv in the
Marv?
house. Oh,
Hey,
Me?
there he is. What's up,
Marv?
Marv?
Hey guys, Hey, I'm putting
on.
myself comfortable right now.
Good. Okay.
There you go.
I don't know
What's going on here?
stuff
It's
right there.
okay, dude.
Okay. So,
It's okay.
Yeah, your
how you guys?
studio.
It's
How's
okay,
your health
dude.
been? How's your health been?
How do you feel?
Just a couple of days ago, I got ready from my graphics allergy. So, sorry for that. My lungs are better, almost done too. And yeah, I'm back to work. So, let's see how it goes. I haven't been drawing lately because all of this.
Yeah,
But yeah. So, what's up?
excellent. It's good to hear, Marv. I'm glad that you're feeling better, bro.
That's good.
Yeah, thanks. So,
Anyway, speaking of Marv, yeah, I was gonna try to hit him up for a cover. He's a little busy right now, which is it's all good. There's no hard feelings there. Uh, but yeah, I was thinking about possibly seeing if I could pull enough money together to get Peter Gilmore to do a cover for me, like as my
Oh, there
main
you
cover.
go. Of
Um,
course.
I'm
Who was
pretty tight
that?
with Peter. I've been backing him
Yeah.
since
Peter's
day
good.
one with Mandy and stuff.
Gilmore.
So I'm pretty sure he'd do it for me. I just don't know if I can, you know, pull the cash together for him. But we'll talk.
You're such a
Well,
good
the
deal.
great thing is you're on no time restraint.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm
This is
just
good
putting stuff together.
stuff.
I haven't announced any kind of launch date or anything yet. So I mean, if people want to start, oh, your book is late now. Fuck you. I haven't even announced it yet. So
That's why I finished
pay him.
that before going on the campaign. I want to hear
Yeah,
none of
and it's
talk.
only a 9-page story. I plan on having
Yeah.
this all done before I even, sent to the printer and everything before I launch the campaign.
Yeah.
Only because I can afford to do it that way
Hmm.
this time. Hopefully next time I have to crowdfund it because so many people want it that I can't afford to print it
Yeah.
without crowdfunding.
It's
You
good to
know,
start small and then print out maybe
exactly.
20 copies. That's what I did. That's how I started out.
Yeah, yeah.
Affordability.
And
Yeah.
and look at you now, Brett. Look at you.
what's
Sunbat's
the
coming soon.
what's the plot,
Yeah.
Huck?
The plot.
What? Uh, the what? I'm sorry.
No, I heard him say
The
plot. So
The
what?
idea of the story. It's very much a kind of a tense, emotional horror theme type of thing. So the intro is just gonna kind of get you into the mindset of
Yeah.
something horrible has happened in the world. Um, Battlehawk is put into a position where he's trying to do something about it, but he's already like almost died in the battle, and he's got to go recoup himself, and come back with a new plan. So that's where we're at right now. Hey, little
Wow.
is
Mrs. Good Stuff in the
This
house.
is good stuff. Let's get your crap together, Shadow. I want my late book.
just, just for that, Mrs. G, I'm gonna make yours extra late, my dear.
Ah,
Wow. Okay.
that's hilarious.
How to lose friends and influence people.
I know.
That's right.
Ooh.
That's right.
I got away with people, don't
Yeah.
Well, not much.
I? No, Mrs. G knows better, and she's just giving me crap, which I love. So it's all good. But yeah, so yeah, I don't know, dude. Yeah, for years I wanted to be a comic book artist. I ended
I
up
like that.
moving on to the musician path and instead of the art path at a certain point
I've done that
because
too.
I didn't see myself being able to break into Marvel or DC.
Nah.
So now 40 some odd years later, I've always written stories and stuff like that too, poems and things like that. And I don't know, Omer kind of inspired me with he did a sketch of Battlehawk for me. And I
Yeah.
just started getting this idea, and I was like, oh shit, that crazy ass dream that scares the living shit out of me every time I have it would make a really good beginning for like some kind of a. It's kind of gonna. I don't want to give it all away, but it's kind of
No.
like an alien invasion type of thing.
Mm.
Uh,
I'm thinking, Shadow, if you put out a 9-page book, you have to think of your page signatures. Like there's each sheet of
oh wait,
paper.
9. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to go 8, right? Because you can't do
No,
9
maybe 12. Add a few
or
pin-ups
12.
here and
Yeah,
there.
add some fan
Go
art
for
or
12.
something. Yeah,
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 yeah.
12
that's
Well,
what
would
I
that's
was
include
what I
talking
mean.
about.
That's kind of yeah. I just laid the story out just to kind of see where it was gonna end
yeah,
up at. I came up with 8, possibly 9, because I want to give the
yeah.
artist a chance on the last page to do something really cool, like a big splash page.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, I mean, we could easily expand it to 12 or 16 or whatever,
Yeah,
depending if
16 would be the perfect mark because you'll have the
yeah, that
front
might be
page
just
with
the
your
right
cover,
size, right?
inside
Uh,
and back cover,
Yeah, so
inside.
16. Yeah, okay. So let's say for right now, yeah, we're looking at probably 16 would be a good
Yeah,
number.
yeah, you got
Oh,
enough
they're coming for
space.
me.
Oh no.
I don't know what I did this time. We've got an underground comics manufacturer. Get him.
We're in our bunker. They can't find us.
I
How
said,
was
Sounds
it?
where's
good.
my stapler? I can't find my stapler.
If they move
Stapler.
me to the basement, I swear I'm gonna burn this place to the ground.
And make enough paper. My staples. Where's my
I'm on
printing
top of the
press?
world.
So, what have you done already for the project? Do you have
Show them your
complete
layout.
story?
Oh yeah, I've got the story laid out. It's good. I'm going through it and doing some reworking on
Tutorials.
the wording and what have you. And then I don't know how well you can see this, but I just thumbnailed out like each what I want to do to do something a little bit different is it's going to be a 9-page story, but it'll be 9 full pages with just a little uh, text box on each page, so that
Mhm.
I'll have full artwork. For what is a ash can? Usually 6x9 or 6x8.5, something like that.
5.5 by 8. That's 11 by 17.
5.5 by 8.
11 by 8.5 by 11 folded. You get five and a
Okay,
half by
right.
8. Yeah.
So, gotcha. So yeah, so that we can have some nice big panels of artwork, give the artist room to work and do his thing, and then it'll just be a little box of text for each page, which is basically the inner monologue of the character as he's going through what he's going through.
So it's gonna be
Nice.
like a page with art and text, like
Yeah,
uh, like the old days. Yeah, that's very cool, man. Only
yeah,
9 pages.
I mean that's all I've got right now, and like I said, I based the initial thing off of this
Hey, Jonas.
thing that's been in my brain for years. So I'm working on like how to continue the story and where I'm going to go from there. But I like the launching point. It gives you a good, nice, tense feel to it. I'm hoping to like really leave people with a cliffhanger ending where you're going to be like, I got to see what happens. You know.
Great. Well, man, I can say that I can offer you a piece if you want to join the campaign.
Oh, for sure,
So,
man. I'd love to have you.
man,
I,
Love to have
I'll be happy to make it for you.
I told him, if he couldn't get you into an artist, he just need to cancel the ideal.
Well, I hit Marv up last week and he told me no, so I don't know.
I can offer you
Now,
a piece. I can offer you a piece to help the campaign thing related to the story. Unfortunately, you know that it's very hard to make this happen, to make a campaign happening. But I'll be going to my YouTube channel, preparing some stuff, and I can also advertise your project there if you want. And man,
oh, yeah, that'd be great.
I'll offer you a piece for you to have in the company to help you out and make sure to print that project.
That's awesome, Mark. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. And yeah, I'd love to come on when you get going on the YouTube again. If you'd have me on, we can talk about the book and
Yeah, and
Um,
yeah,
and on something that I can put every time I'm live or making a video. So yeah, man.
awesome, bro. I appreciate it. And I'm there, man. How's Moon coming along? Are you getting
No,
close there? Or?
I haven't. I'm almost 20 pages done.
good.
Nice.
So yeah, but my injuries came back, and I had to stop for the last week I stopped 2 pages that I've done, and I haven't done anything else. But I'm very. I might not ink it because I've been watching a lot of martial arts, and I just found out about another artist today that I can't recall his name, but I'm studying his style. It's something that I really love, the pencil work, so I might not take it and do just pencils, but
Oh, that's good.
I have to make sure how to if the style gonna be good for me. So I'm studying it right now.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah. I ended up buying Billy's. He did, what do you call it? The She-Ra a couple of years back. It was
Mhm.
just all of his pencils with none of the inks or anything. And I mean, I really enjoy that kind of stuff. Seeing
Yeah.
just the pencil work. Because a lot of times, I mean, once it's inked, it's changed.
Yeah.
It's not the same as it was.
No.
No.
So,
Unless you have a very good inker, or if you do it well yourself. I tried to make it. I tried to ink 2 panels from Moon, and it wasn't as good as a pencil. So yeah, I
gotcha.
totally agree.
I've
Yeah,
had
and
those
some guys,
ones.
yeah, I mean, and I get it. If you're more comfortable penciling, some guys are just more comfortable with a brush and a pen than they are with a pencil. So,
Yeah.
um,
Yeah,
but
I've been work.
again,
I've been
I love all
working.
the.
I've been working in over pencils from other artists, and that I can do it. Over my pencils is not the same thing. I don't know why.
Yeah. All right, fellas. Well, we're almost to the end of the show here today. I really appreciate you coming on, Mark, and
Oh,
look forward to getting together with you. Are you planning on firing up your YouTube soon? You're gonna start putting some stuff out, or?
Man, I don't know. I just have to know how I'm going to perform next week. Factory.
Right.
I don't know if I'm going to be consistent. Maybe not. I'm sure I will not be consistent. But yeah, I'm going to start making some reviews too because I have some cool books here. Yeah, I have Frankenstein, George Best.
Oh, nice.
It's
cool.
a great French artist. I have Dracula from him too. So I'm going to
Oh,
review
very
those.
cool. Yeah, I saw this not too long
Uh,
ago. Yeah.
Ed Gein by Lucifer
Oh,
Storm,
wow.
and
No,
Yeah.
I have
that Geen.
I have them in
Yeah.
Ed
series.
Gein. Skin jacket.
Yeah,
Mrs. Good Stuff
I'm going to
says if
do
I
some.
ever made a comic, it would be called The Buffet Chronicles. The main character would be Tragic Meatloaf and his trusty sidekick, Mashed Potatoes and Mushy Pea.
Nice.
I love it.
That'd be cool. I'd read that.
Hail, Mrs. G.
This is good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I might be doing some. I might be doing some reviews. Yeah, movies
Oh,
and comics.
Great.
awesome, bro.
I look forward to that.
Excellent, excellent. Yeah, Miss
That's
Good
all
Stuff. You should put a short story in the back of the next cookbook. Do
Yeah.
a little ash can in there.
Absolutely.
Tragic meatloaf and mushy pea.
Oh yeah.
Well, one thing I want to do with my comics at some point is like you remember the 16 pages, like the New Teen Titans was in
Yeah.
one, Arac, Son of Sun,
Mm-hmm.
Son of Thunder, Night Force, books like that were 16-page
Oh,
previews,
Night Force.
sort of,
Fuck, I forgot about that one.
sort of
Yeah.
like a
Night Force.
comic within a comic, and I like that,
Mm-hmm.
to introduce a new title.
Yeah, DC
Oh,
Comics
and hail to
presents
Jonas
number
Olson.
26 was the Teen Titans first appearance. It's a Superman and Green Lantern issue. I used to
Oh,
have that copy.
one of my favorites was the Teen Titans versus X-Men, wasn't it?
I've got 2 of those. Walt Simonson.
Yeah,
Good
that's
stuff.
a good one. I
Yeah.
want to say that was George Perez did the cover on that one, but I'm not sure.
I think it was Simonson.
Was it? Was it
I
Simonson
thought
did
it,
that
I
one?
thought it
Okay.
was Perez, but I looked at my copy. I was like, oh, it's all Simonson. Yeah.
No shit. Wow.
Yeah.
That fucking Simonson, man, he does some.
He's good.
When you least expect him, expect him. He's like the Spanish Inquisition.
Oh, yeah.
A sad day indeed. In 1990, Ava Gardner passed away today when she was
Oh.
67.
Wow.
A beauty indeed.
She
Gone,
was.
Yeah,
gone from the world
was
forever.
a 1 in a million. Oh, we got somebody
Yeah.
popping in the back room right before the end of the show.
Who's that?
It may
Oh.
be Shelby Robertson. He's known
Probably
for that.
Shelby.
Welcome to the show, Shelby. Oh my god.
Oh, we're at the hour. We're past the hour mark.
Hey guys, how's
Hey,
it going?
Homer.
Sorry,
What's
I've
going on,
been, I've
brother?
been watching and I woke up a little late.
That's fine. I like your fly. It's like
Yeah.
a fly.
Hey, you don't ever say that to another man.
Is it Spanish fly? What is that?
Yeah. Oh, Rex.
Oh, did Elsie drop? All right, bye, Elsie. Sorry.
Bye, LZ. Bye, Rex. Oh, he
Oh,
dropped
Rex
out.
is gone too.
Damn.
All right.
He dropped out.
I guess they
Alright.
thought,
Oh, the rats are abandoning ship, eh? No.
I guess. Good
Yeah.
nice goodbyes.
they thought I was Shelby.
Yeah. I did see the Overglitch stream last night. Shelby was on there and a few other people. It's pretty good.
Oh, no.
I was a little late, really late.
It's pretty fun.
Yeah, Shelby likes to pop into people's streams like late night and just like fucking Shelby's something else. Man.
Marv,
And Rex was on there, and Shelby goes, Rex, you want ding dong? He has
Yeah.
his ding dong on his table. He goes, so Rex, why don't you
shit.
tell us about the acolytes or the apostles? Why don't you tell us about the apostles? Just off the wall stuff. He's funny.
Fucking Shelby's good, man. He
Oh,
cracks
yeah.
me up.
Yeah.
Homer, what you got? What's the fly for, buddy? What project is that? Is it?
it's
Just
something I
something.
painted a while back just for fun.
I like that.
Oh, okay.
Fly. It's the Deftones.
That's
the
cool, though,
flies,
man.
the
It's
fly.
really good.
I like all the
It
color
goes- it
work on
goes
its
in-
back and shit.
It glows in the dark. I used
Does
some
it
glow in the
really?
dark paint around the outside. So
Oh, no
so,
shit.
Yeah.
I might have to see if I can buy that one from you,
Look
Homer.
at that.
I'll add that to
The
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 Black
Rex
Lab
Pez
always.
dispenser.
What is it?
I am Rex.
That's perfect.
You know, Rex,
Hi, I'm
he would
Rex.
lose his mind if he ever gets a Pez dispenser with his own head on it.
Why
He
not?
would-
You collect so many of them. It's a
there's
Shadowhawk
a-
one.
yeah,
Look
look at that one. That's awesome.
at that. Nice.
I can't wait to have some candy shooting out of my neck.
Oh yeah, great.
Yeah, very cool.
Even immortalized if you get yourself in a Pez dispenser.
Yeah.
Ah, would that not be the coolest thing? I mean, that's like having your own action figure almost.
Yeah,
You know?
that'd be cool.
I'm amazed that people have been like Omer and stuff have been doing Shadowhawk, fan art and stuff. It's
That's
it's
really
incredible, man. I
nice.
love it.
Yeah.
You guys are inspiring me in my level comics to actually try to do something cool for everyone. So
See, that's
Thank you
that's
all.
the thing about us creating. You inspire other people to create. That's actually, it's such a good feeling. You know?
Yeah.
oh, dude, you know what? It really like makes your whole when you've got something, like some kind of goal you're working towards, something to keep you fired up. It just
Yeah.
makes everything so much easier. Even your crappy, 9 to 5 job, waking up at 3 o'clock in the fucking morning. I don't care so much. And when I'm in the middle of doing something I want to do, you know, if you're not distracted with some kind of passion project of your own, the daily grind can just like wear you down.
It can eat you up.
I finished this up last night.
Yeah, that's nice, dude.
Oh yeah, that's Gun Furry. I like to call her Gun Furry.
Gun
Yeah.
Furry.
So Rogue, American Dream. Gun
There's this
Fury.
one character that
shit.
looked like Witten that Omer drew last night. Oh, he had it showing it. He had a pink-haired chick with like little
Yeah,
horn
dude, it did look
things
like
on
Witten. I was
her
watching it. Yeah.
head.
Oh, you're
Oh,
talking
it's
about
Witten.
that. Where do I have
And
that?
I
Oh,
call it
yeah.
Gun Furry. And he had another drawing with guns. I'm like, oh, I'm calling it Gun Furry. That'd be
Mm,
fun.
oh, he was showing. Yeah, Elmer
I might
showed this
sell
one
it.
last night. I love that Kirby Crackle you got going on there, Elmer.
And
Oh, I do
Yeah,
like that one.
that was fun.
Is that? What character is that? Havoc or
There it is.
that original character?
Captain Courage by Marcus Pilgrim. It's actually
Captain
called
Courage.
The Amazing Adventures of Captain Courage because
Oh, it's a
Captain
Keller
Courage is
creation.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's good.
I tried many times to make Kirby Crackles, and I couldn't do it.
It's kind of
Yeah,
hard.
yeah.
I
It's-
can't do
It's
it.
more difficult than it looks, isn't it? It's like you would
It
think
looks
it would be
easier.
easy.
It's like you try doing it.
I
Like,
can
oh,
draw
God,
wolf, I can draw whatever, but Kirby Crackles.
little dots in here and there. You have to highlight it and just spike it in.
This is the
Some
one you're
space.
talking about, right?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
sort of reminded
Hey,
me of
it's
Witten.
Witten. It's Gun Furry.
Yeah,
It's
okay, I
man.
can see it now. I see the
Gun-
Witten. I see
Gun
it.
Furry.
I'm gonna call her Witten from now on. Yeah,
Witten.
There you go.
Gun Furry. Yeah,
It's Witten.
this
There's-
is a huge piece.
Is this Super
Humongous.
Frog? Who is that? It looks like
Yeah,
Frog
this is
Sheep?
Yes,
this is one of
Super
my
Super
this is
Frog.
one of my characters. He's actually a stuffed animal, and it's a nod to Calvin and Hobbes. So
Oh, yeah.
I want to like in his story, he's gonna be like a character that's involved in all of my character stories, where he's
Yeah.
gonna be like in a panel, like laying on the floor with his pet dog called. So his name is Frank, and his dog's name is Sapo. Sapo is a frog or
Oh,
a toad in Spanish, and then but his name is Frank, and he's a frog.
nice.
But he named his dog Sapo, which is a toad. Sorry, a toad. Yeah.
Yeah.
And but they're stuffed animals, and so like in the glitch story, when I tell his story, it's gonna flashback, and I'm gonna show panels of story that I've already written, but they'll be somewhere in the panel in the corner, thinking like they're the hero.
Oh, okay.
They're just
So
like
it's a nod.
a stuffed animal sitting on the shelf or something. Or,
Right.
I like
Exactly.
that.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn these guys into like little plushies at some point, but it's Calvin and Hobbes.
Oh,
is what I've done.
yeah.
But as a
Oh, that's
frog
so
who has
cool,
a
man.
pet dog
That's really cool.
instead of like
I like
a
it.
tiger.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And
That's
in
cool.
the end, at some point, when I do like some cataclysmic world-ending story, they're actually going to come to life and like be heroes and help all the heroes.
Oh,
So this is like
Hell yeah.
his ideal form of how he sees himself. So his name is Frank, right? So he's got to have
Frank.
oh, okay.
Frank Frog.
Frank
Frankenfrog.
Frog.
Frank and Frog. How many pages have you
That's
done
great.
of this? Or is that your first page?
This is like the well, I have probably have like 3 or 4 pages of a little story that started with that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I think we
And
just
I was thinking of approaching it like as a like a children's book rather than a comic book, but I don't care about that, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna do this comic. Who cares about kids?
Yeah, you sell them at the weed shops and smoke shops and stuff. You know?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
want
we-
to sell it through Scholastics because
Well,
there's
place
a lot of
called
money in
Headhunters.
Scholastics.
Oh hell yeah, dude! There's tons of money in there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You got to you're gonna have to make your frog non-binary and
Oh God.
No, no.
give him a rainbow-colored suit.
Trump is back. So
Yeah.
Trump is
Yeah,
that's
so
right.
there's no-
Woke
Yeah,
is
no.
dead.
Hopefully that
Woke
shit's all
is
it's all
dead.
going away.
Yeah, you look the
Yeah.
back of
All right, fellas. I gotta go make some lunch and
Okay.
get going with the rest of my day here. But thank you everyone for popping in.
Yes.
Omer, Mark, thank you so much, my friend. I hope we'll get in contact with you and get you some reference and stuff if you want to do a piece. Actually, that piece right there to the left is Omer's first Battlehawk.
Yeah, right
Actually,
here.
no, that
That's
was your
cool.
second Battlehawk, wasn't it, Omer? I think the first one you did was for
the
Justin
pencils down.
Pencils Down. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean that's just like a big raven, right? So
I like
But
Yeah,
I
yeah,
guess
that one's
that was
it's
the
not the
first
same
one.
design. Yeah,
that looks
but
great.
thank you, Marv.
cool,
What's your
yeah.
channel? Drop it in the chat so I can. I think I'm following you, but
Oh,
yeah,
I
man,
don't know if Martha has a rent or not.
I'm on my phone, so it's gonna be a little bit. I'm following you, but
Okay.
I'm following you in Apex too. So
Oh, thanks.
All right,
yeah,
I'll
but
look you up.
I don't. I'm not on my tablet. I don't have. I'm on my phone right now, so I can drop the link. But no
No
worries.
worries.
All right, well, we'll make sure we get it out there for you, Margo, on that. At
Yes.
the 4 o'clock, I'll make sure I got your link so I can drop it.
Yeah.
If there's
All
any
right,
awesome
boys.
mods, leave it.
Thank you all so much for coming out and hanging with the Shadow today. And I appreciate you all, man. I really love you guys. Hail to the chat. Thank you for coming in. And hail to anyone who comes back and does the rewatch. Please like, share, and subscribe. And Shadowhawk will see you next Saturday.
Oh yeah, that's nice.